over the break, I was just talking about my heater woes because it gets
Brian was
too
watching
hot
with great
in the
interest, let me
apartment.
tell you.
It's like always interesting.
We were looking past you while
Well,
you were.
these are all.
It's good.
Whatever.
You know what it is? It's just you're figuring out that this time of the year, generally, you do nothing. You kick a little heat in the morning, and then you turn it off, and then let it come back down.
Right.
That's usually, I think, what most people are doing this time, like in the fringe season. But
I need a
As
lot
opposed
of
to
help.
heat on,
I just don't know what to
and
do.
then hot.
yes,
Yeah.
right. And it depends on your heating system and all that other stuff. But like, I find it's like an hour or so of heat in the morning, and then
enough.
let it.
And then I was baking this morning, and that made
Well,
it
that's a
even
whole- that's
hotter.
adding to the
And
problem.
it's
I was doing the
not good.
self-clean oven, and it got warm in the house. My mom did this. I still remember this for some reason. She did the 5-hour self-clean
Ooh.
in like the summer one time, and I was like,
Sweltering.
why would you? Yeah, why would
Wait
you
till
do this?
February.
Wait till winter was actually helping
Right.
the situation, not
Not just
hurting.
adding to the.
Just adding heat into the environment. 55 today in Portland, 55 in Sanford. A nicer day today, right? The sun made a huge difference, I thought, sensibly what it felt like to be outside. Still clear, but the satellite picture doesn't look like much this time of the year before sunset, so I'm not going to bother showing it to you, but it is mostly clear. High thin clouds coming in from the south tonight will keep us a little bit warmer probably than last night. Not hugely, though, right around 40 along the coast, upper 30s or so to mid 30s inland, and then about freezing into the mountains and across northern Maine. It will be cloudier tomorrow than it is today, but it's not a cloudy day overall. There's just a mixture of sun and clouds. High clouds, mostly some mid-level clouds over the mid-coast. And that probably keeps temperatures a few degrees cooler than today, mostly in the low 50s, and the mountains will stay in the 40s. Thursday now, because of the speed of this, looks like pretty much everyone stays dry during the day on Thursday. Saw a quick shower come through the mountains, but I think the vast majority of us stay dry on Thursday, which allows temperatures to be in the mid-50s by Thursday afternoon in some spots, low 50s at least. And then the rain comes in on Thursday night, and there will be a period of heavy downpours and some gusty wind. But as you can see, it moves through pretty quickly, and so by 10 a.m., we're starting to see some clearing over southern Maine, and it's just going to be a matter of how it clears out from there. The models are getting closer and closer on this, but I would be comfortable saying that southern and western Maine is likely to have actually a fairly nice afternoon. We could pop into the low 60s, maybe mid 60s if we play it just right. And I think central Maine has a nice late afternoon we start to clear out. I would be most concerned, or not concerned, but I would think about trick-or-treating, maybe some showers still, mostly across northern Maine and perhaps the mountains, as there's a few showers on the back end. As far as rain goes, we talked about an 1.5 inches is possible, maybe a little bit higher over down East Maine, so we'll keep an eye on rainfall totals, but it looks to be in that ballpark, about 1 inch to 1.5 inches with a little higher over down East Maine. All right, here is Hurricane Melissa. Finally, the eye wall has closed. Unfortunately, too late for Jamaica as it made landfall as a Category 5 system this afternoon at 1 o'clock. Max winds were 185 miles an hour, sustained, not winds. And it ties the strongest Atlantic landfall, so anywhere in the Atlantic basin, and obviously it was the strongest to hit Jamaica. The way this works, unfortunately, is that when there's a storm this catastrophic, the reports are quite slow to come out of where it hits. So we'll find out what kind of damage was done over the coming days, most likely. Here, it'll be breezy and chilly on Saturday. Sunday, I was saying this to Brian earlier, Sunday is going to be a day because we're going to only be in the 40s for many of us for highs, and it'll be the first day of that early sunset with the sunset in the 4s. So I think that's going to really hit us at a certain time of the year.
Yeah, there might be a few grumpy people out there on Sunday.
Well, it begins my vendetta on November, so it's a good way to kick it off.
I think I'm understanding why November is so.
You'll see.
That'll come into focus.
Last year we had a warm November.
Right.
But it doesn't always.
It was the
Define
exception.
warm.
Well, it was like in the 60s.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's fine.
Yeah, that's doable.
That's fine.
Thanks.